I was up reading an email early this morning, and the question in a statement form was saying, Pastor Dow, being a man, I'm married, young, been married about 4 years, and what is it to being a man in a family relationship? Well, I want y'all to listen to me very closely. I'm going to speak to both sides, both persuasions, both perspectives in this morning. When young people set out for marriage, there's a closeness, there's a fondness, and it matures over the years. At least it should. The problem that we're having in our world and society today is that each respective role, male and female, has been accustomed to functioning outside of their role. They don't even know what their role is. The man is the patriarch in the family, and the woman is matriarchal. The man is the authority figure in the family. He's the lead and he's the head. And what happens through soul ties? Because prior to coming into marriage, what we have learned as far as the way a family is supposed to run is mostly through TV, mostly through our environment that has been shaped by people who don't even believe the Bible. They don't live it. They're not even thinking about it. And so what happens is that once a man goes into his wife, he becomes sensitive towards her, and he should be. But the women use this sensitivity as a means to manipulate, and to control, and to dominate. And sometimes we'll use the words in this society culturally, if things don't go the way that they think that it should, they'll start bitching. And sometimes women bitch different ways. Some of them are boisterous and loud, and others are very passive, but they continue to keep on and on and on. Even if the man makes a choice and a decision about something, they'll keep on and on, just run into the ground until finally the man says, all right, forget it, just do it that way. Once you do that, you have just started the process of circumcision, of being castrated as a man. When you set forth an order or agenda, first of all, establishing precedents, when you say something, you stick by it. She should be there to support you, be it you are successful or you fail. You fail, you learn from it. Your success, you both benefit from it. But you should never, ever, ever give your strength over to your wife. Now, they calculate this, and they think that this is a form of you not caring about them. That's how they compute this. But that could be nothing further from the truth. You see, we are in a matriarchal, effeminate world. And if you know what the Bible says about effeminate, and it's one of the abominations that will cause you to burn. In other words, if you don't, it's more to being a man than just having sex with a woman. It's about duty, responsibility. It's about integrity. It's about character. And it's about honor. And if you start capitulating and acquiescing to demands that they do in a soft form, because they're going to insert their emotions, they're going to insert their feelings into everything, and they will even be silent, and you can still feel in the area and in the room that they disagree with you. Now, what you have to do is you have to get past the point where you're caring about these displaced feelings and emotions, because you have a mission to do at hand. Now, this is, they will, again, compute and calculate until they mature that you're bringing division. As a man, you're just going to have to start doing things. You're going to start doing things in such a manner that she knows that you are the one that is the man, because in truth, you probably have given over your manhood from the very beginning. For instance, it's my choice and my decision when I leave the house or leave the land if I want to tell my wife where I'm going. I don't owe her an answer. I don't even owe her a statement about where I'm going, because I'm a man. If she wants to contact me, she can use the cell phone. If she asks me where I'm at, first of all, I would say, number one, it's none of your business. You're not there to question me. And I'm here to question you. I'm the one that need to know your whereabouts. And when you're doing that, you're establishing order and you're establishing a precedence so that they, number one, your wives or wives, depending on the situation that you're in, know that you are the man. You are the authority. Once you start allowing them to question you, again, you're slowly but surely being circumcised and castrated in many different ways and facets spiritually you're totally just not aware of. The woman is designed to be your help meet. She's there to help meet your needs. You are the king in that castle. Do kings have advisors? Yeah, there could be no better advisor than your wife or wives that have your best interest in mind, because after all, you're the king in that castle. You're the king in that home. And she should treat you as such, and you should treat her as a queen. And there's an order in that. So there's a lot of ways. I mean, I can't cover it all in this video, but I'm just giving you, we would call this the inception of it. You be careful about when you are in tune with their feelings. Sometimes it's coupled with an attitude. And then you start to become persuaded without words or force or breath or voice because of their disagreement in something. And in that, you start changing your course. And when you start doing that, you've lost your manhood. You lost it. Again, women are emotionally connected. Men, we are emotionally connected too. They just don't get it because, you see, as a man, we're sensitive to both male and female. The female is only sensitive to the male side. And since she's a female, she's not really concerned about the male side because she believes when her feelings, no matter how displaced that they are the actual reality that we should be functioning in. And see, but the female was made from the male. The male was made from Yah, and the female came out of the male. Am I making sense? So it's not that you're being insensitive. It's not that you're being, I'll just use the word insensitive. It's just that you are going to have to be able to stick and stand and not allow yourself to be manipulated based on without force of breath, or just environmental changes. You may even have to check that too. Just because she disagrees with something's not going your way. There's a manipulation that is in all this. And that's not saying that she's your enemy. She's not. A good wife will be a health and be a strength to a man's bones. That's literally, and to his health. They really will be. But there's not too many women in this society that actually know how to be wives. Again, they learned it from the wrong perspective, the wrong order, the wrong resources, so therefore they have to be shaped. And when you get married, the ideal is for the wife to be shaped and conformed to you and not you to her. This is not the Cosby Show. This is not all these sitcoms out here where they make the man look like a buffoon and a bumbling idiot. And you have to be careful at that, because sometimes if you don't get something, they'll mean it. They'll do it in a very cynical type way, but they'll try to make you feel like that you're the ass. This is just some stuff you're just going to deal with, and you have to check that. As a man, you've got to be willing to check not only that woman, but any woman that approaches you the wrong way. And mind you, you're already in a position as a protector to where you care about her best interest. But we are dealing with not only natural, but spiritual realities here. And most people are not with that. Somebody on one of the comments said, Pastor Dow, when you start talking about this polygyny thing, you're taking a lot of flack. First of all, number one, I'm not taking a lot of flack from nobody. And the reason why I'm not taking a lot of flack from nobody, because I don't give a damn what the public says about it. I know what the word says. I know what the truth of it says. And I don't care what people think. If they're not putting food on my table, if they're not keeping a roof over my head, if they're not paying the bills, why should I give a care about their public opinion? I'm here to present truth, period. And see, and that's another problem with many of you out there. You care too much about what other people think who desires to have rule and influence in your life. You give them your strength that way, and you shouldn't do that. If you live in a community environment like I do, where allegedly we're supposed to have each other's best interests in mind. You see, first and foremost comes the community. That's first. Then comes your family, because the community has to do with the center and focus of Yah first. Then comes your family, because Yah is always first. And the Bible even teaches us that we should not even look towards our own interests and affairs above our own brethren and our sisters. In this wicked matriarchal society, we think it's all about my own personal family. Well, your family is the household of faith, if you can comprehend that. Then you put the order and perspective of the mission of your family next. It's the family of Yah, because Yah is in that corporate union first. Then the family comes, and then you as an individual. That's the right pecking order. The way people got it today is, well, I'm going to put me first, my family, and then Yah, which is the community or the household of faith. Or they will say, where's my family first, then me, then Yah. And see, Yah takes a back seat to everything. And that's the reason why things are all jacked up and messed up today. There's a reason why there's so much selfishness, so much envy, so much bitter, so much in-warring and infighting, because people, they care more about the function of their family rather than the function of the whole. Because if we don't care about the function of the kingdom or the function of the whole, then guess what? Not only is the natural family going to erode, but you are going to erode as well. Do you comprehend? Do you understand? And I hope that you do. Because if you don't get this, be you male or female, and you continue to keep functioning outside of your role, everything is going to have like a cancerous effect. It's going to slowly but surely start eroding, and it's going to be destroyed. I hope I've said something in this particular video to bring strength to Israel as a whole. Y'all have a wonderful day. Shalom. The King is coming.